Good morning everyone, buenos días. Vamos a empezar la segunda asamblea con Diana y se llama Networking en Galicia. Perdón el retraso, tuvimos un pequeño problema técnico, pero bueno, ya empezamos. Gracias, hasta luego.
¿Ya podéis empezar?
Buenos días a todos. Cuando me propusieron hacer la asamblea, la verdad es que no sabía muy bien de qué hablaros, pero Begoña me dijo, ¿por qué no hablas sobre tu experiencia el año pasado en Galicia? Así que os he preparado una presentación sobre nuestro año en La Coruña. Espero que os guste. An emigrant in Galicia. A very important decision. In June 2019, my family took a very important decision. We were moving to La Coruña, one of the 4 provinces of Galicia. Coruña is located in the top northwest side of Spain. Where you see the red circle is where Coruña is exactly located and where we went to live. The reason why we moved there. In A Coruña, there are several important companies. One of them is Inditex, the well-known fair. Estrella Galicia is another one of them, and Abanca. Abanca is the most important bank in Galicia. My husband was offered a position there, and that is why we went to live to La Coruña. When we finally decided to move there, we started to tell our friends and ask them what they knew about La Coruña. And this is what they said. You're going to see beautiful landscapes. You're going to eat amazing food. You will have to learn a new language because people speak Gallego there. It's a place full of traditions and history. And they also mentioned the weather. And this is what we discovered. The beautiful landscapes. Did you know that the most beautiful bench in the world is located in Ortigueira, A Coruña? This is it. It is situated on the cliffs of Lioba and offers an impressive view from Cape Estaca de Bares to Cape Ortegal. Coruña has 956 kilometers of coastline. You are surrounded by incredible views and beaches everywhere. This is why surfing and paddle surfing are very popular sports, and we tried them. We could also find forests everywhere, full of eucalyptus trees, and even hide in little churches like the one you see in the picture. This is a forest where we used to go for a walk after school if it wasn't too rainy. Fishing boats with the small colorful boats, like the ones you see in the pictures. Batea sin volver. I have to tell you about this. I really like mussels, but what I didn't know until I went to live to La Coruña is that people grow and harvest them. What you see on the sea are not boats, they are wood platforms, like this one in the picture. What people do is they hang baby mussels, they put them in the water, as you see, and they let them grow until they are big enough for you to eat them. That's when they collect them. Ponte Passage. This was something new for us. We had to cross this bridge every day to go to work and to go to school. Depending on the level of the water, we could see these women collecting clams in the ria. Castles. This was very interesting. You could find them when you go for a walk in the forest or by the beach. They are ancient prehistoric settlements. People from prehistoric times used to live here. We love the food and we love to go to the market every Saturday morning. We tried. Tarta de Santiago made with almonds, San Simon cheese. We also tried the empanada, the tortilla de Betanzos, which is not very well cooked, and the bread. When you go to buy some bread, you don't have to buy the whole loaf. You can buy only a piece of it, the one that you're going to eat. When we arrived in La Coruña, we had to learn a new language. We were told that it was very easy, but to tell you the truth, it's not that simple. Did you know that the Galicians have more than 100 words to say that it's raining? Lluvia, choiva, orvallo, and like this, 100 more. And it not only happens with the word rain, it happens with a lot more. So it's not that simple. It's a place full of traditions and history, and we used to go for an excursion every Saturday. We visited the Hercules Tower. It's a Roman lighthouse, and the oldest one in the world who is still working. We visited Santiago de Compostela, destination of the hundreds of thousands of pilgrims from all over the world who walk the Camino de Santiago every year. We could enjoy the Medinal Fair in A Coruña's old town. This festival happens by the end of July every year. People decorate the old part of the city as it was a medieval market. They wear costumes, you can try different foods, and you can enjoy open shows. We really like this festival, Magosto. It is a Celtic tradition celebrated by the end of October. They celebrate the end of the summer and the beginning of autumn. People eat roasted chestnuts. They play pandeiro, which is like a big tambourine, and they dance muñeiras. I had to learn how to dance one, but I'm not going to show you the video. And as I said before, people mentioned the weather. In Coruña, it rains and it rains and it rains some more. And it's not only rainy, it's also very windy. So an umbrella is not very useful. The best thing that you can do is to put on a raincoat, your Wellington boots, and this way you will be ready for that rainy weather. Finally, I would like to tell you about our school in A Coruña, Santa María del Mar. It's a really big school, and as you can see, sports are very important. The most popular sport is hockey. Almost every child knows how to play it, and they skate really well. Sometimes we could not go out to play because it was very rainy and windy, and it was dangerous. Children do not use laptops until they are in year 5, and they have to study with books. They have a book for every subject. Something that they have to learn is that, as you can see, the school is very close to the Ria. So when we could go out to play during snack time, you had to hold your sandwich very tight. Otherwise, a seagull would come and steal it from your hands. We are very happy to be back in Madrid, but we also miss a lot of things from A Coruña, especially our friends. We were really lucky to have a chance to live there for a whole year. Part of our heart is still in A Coruña, and we can't wait to go back and discover more about Galicia. So if you have the chance, you should visit A Coruña. It's an amazing place. Bueno, esto ha sido todo. Esta ha sido nuestra experiencia en A Coruña. Espero que os haya gustado la presentación y que hayáis aprendido alguna cosa sobre esta tierra. Y de verdad que os invito a visitarla porque es un lugar increíble. Muchas gracias.